What's happening? What up? What to do? That's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, doe? What up? What up, doe? What up, doe? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? We got 5 days left of the year 2025, y'all. 5 motherfucking days left, y'all. So real quick, let's start it with the copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for the fair use for a purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Y'all, you heard me say it. You can't say I didn't. It's in the chat. It's in the description. You can't sue me. You can't. Okay, let's go with it. Let's roll with it. I'm going to just say this, if you would, come join the family and me, I got to say you would look better in green. I'm just saying, it's just my opinion. You would look better in green, If not, it's still cool. It's all love over here. Shell Baby, what's going on? Shell Baby 92. She says, hey, y'all. Hey, love into the chat, blessings. We got Misadventures, the professor. What's going on? Yo, yo, yo. What up, though? Yolanda 100, keeping it 100. Yo, I hope you're being real smooth with it, cool with it, and true with it. What up, though, Yolanda? So, yeah, let me shout out to my replay gang. Shout out to the replay gang. Leave your girl a message. A message. I'm screaming. Leave your girl a comment, you know what I'm saying? And to my bush watchers, yes, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you take whatever finger you would like, however you would like, real smooth like, real cool like, and tap on that thumbs up button for your girl. It's free, so just hit the thumbs up button for your girl, y'all. So, this one, number 5, y'all. Number 5, Monster. R.I.P. to Celeste. May she rest in peace. Justice for her. There was a breaking news on this case as I was preparing for this live, y'all. Let's run the clip. Let's get right to it.
Because I didn't buy a domain name. My advice, head to Wix and grab.
For weeks, we've been wondering just what it was that a private investigator named Steve Fisher found inside David's home when he was given access last October. The PI reported seeing, quote, items you would expect to find on a farm rather than in a home in the Hollywood Hills. And today, we are learning about one of those items.
Despite all the craziness that's going on, all the turmoil, the natural disasters, the things like that this year, I just wanted to tell you guys.
The police released new evidence that was found inside David's home, resulting in news of his arrest. The news wrote, a private investigator reveals that an incinerator capable of burning at temperatures of up to 1600 degrees has been found in David's home. With this piece of equipment typically used at farms, it is actually illegal for Los Angeles residents to have without a permit. This resulted in news of investigators close to the police believe famous artist David will be arrested going into 2026 for being connected to the passing of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The details of the home the incinerator was found in is what breaks the case open and reveals the truth. The news wrote, David is allegedly not cooperating with investigators in the passing of Celeste, and police detectives have...
I gotta just say this really quickly, y'all. This dude's weird. This dude is fucking weird. He definitely wrote a song, very, very graphic, detailed song. And I don't understand how he slid through the cracks so long. Probably because of the, MONEY money, the root of all evil. And he has a lot of it. But this is crazy, and he's a weirdo. He's a fucking monster. Monster number 5, y'all.
identified a second suspect in the case. David still remains a suspect because on his secret Instagram, you'll see a man named Neo everywhere. Starting on July 21st, David was with Neo at a party and rumors began circulating that they might have had a relationship together. Other photos on Instagram show David and Neo laying down together and recreating the Titanic pose.
You know who that person is, and do you believe that is the person that moved the Tesla?
So I believe I definitely know who moved that Tesla on that late July before they went on tour. I can't say who the person, and I don't mean I can't say for, but I don't know who exactly was in that.
And let me say this. In some cases, you know, money might get you out of it. In others, money buys you time. You know, it just is a gamble. You're playing Russian roulette, you know, when it comes to the money. You know? Pure facts. I've watched so many fucking cases, and I'm like, well, how come this person, it's all about who you know, who you blow, and some more shit. It's not about anything else. Be careful out there, y'all.
House, because it's just a report, but there's video, but you can't make a person out. But somebody was in the house, and being that there's only one key, it's like, okay, who had access at that time? So is it the same person that moved the Tesla? Was another last part of the plan about to go in motion as far as getting rid of her?
Again, this case and a lot of cases, there's so much fucking confusion. Why? When to me, this should have been clean cut, like shit. I mean, it's pretty evident, but it took all this fucking time to build a case, blah, 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 you know. Again, sloppy, messy, and this is involving a shorty, y'all. May she rest in peace.
I don't know.
This got the news to report it's very possible that David's friend Neo was the last one driving the Tesla. Neo wiped his social media clean of David and doesn't follow him on Instagram. People wonder if David moved on from Celeste and got with Neo, which is why they decided they had to do something with Celeste. If this was the case, they were likely worried that Celeste would have exposed David if they weren't as close anymore, which gives motive for the crime. But the case took a very weird turn when TMZ reported something completely false. Celeste was found frozen in David's car, which the LA County Medical Examiner says will likely make it impossible to determine the cause of passing. The police still see Celeste's passing as foul play and can make an arrest even if the cause is undetermined. This statement doesn't even make sense, because if she was frozen, then it would have made it easier for the medical examiner to determine the cause, but it got a lot of creators to make videos on it.
For quite some time, a lot of people were curious as to when she could have passed away. If she passed away at the beginning of 2025, why did she only just start smelling in September of 2025? Well, according to what we are hearing from sources close to LAPD, it seems as if Celeste Rivas Hernandez was actually frozen for a period of time. Freezing up would preserve that for an extended period of time, and it seems as if she was removed from being in a frozen state and put in David's Tesla. And because of that, the medical examiner is likely not going to be able to determine a CO.
Just to confirm it was false, the police came out with a statement to say exactly that. But this had a lot of people wondering if TMZ purposely published a wrong story to further confuse everybody in the investigation, as people claim that the TMZ founder Harvey Levin is friends with David's lawyer Blair Burke. However, the private investigator came out with some new information when he wrote, on the night of December 30th into the morning of...
Crazy work. TMZ, why would you drop some fucking lies to the people to misconstrue this case, you know, like, and it worked. I mean, again, this has been a long time coming, you know. I can't believe that shit. This here internet, y'all. This here fucking internet.
December 31st, 2024. David and Celeste were together in downtown Los Angeles, where several photos were taken in public. But there were more photos the feds got off David's electronics, which show a large group of people in the forest, which people claim was for filming a music video. However, this other photo of a shed in the middle of nowhere at nighttime caught detectives off guard. They wonder if that shed is an important location to the case and possibly where the crime happened. Because here's where it connects to Celeste. David went to the shed from his private rental home, but Celeste is rumored to have lived in the private rental too. Evidence reads, David recorded this video at the private rental in February 2025. Celeste had likely been gone for a few weeks. Also in February, he leased a red Tesla and stopped using his black one. Investigators noticed the picture frame behind him and knew it to be from the second rental home. But with the timing of the video, they believe this is his reaction to her passing.
Hey guys, I know I haven't posted on this account in a little minute, but I just had some words to share with you for 2025. Despite all the craziness that's going on, all the turmoil, the natural disasters, the pain and things like that, this year I just wanted to tell you guys not to be discouraged and not to lose hope and not to turn your face from God in these times of evil. And then it seems like just at the start of the year, it's literally January, and all this stuff is happening. It's like the most insane, it's February now, but it's the most insane start to a year that I've ever seen.
Well, PSA, it's December, the 26th day of the 12th month, my guy, now. And you're going to fucking prison, you monster.
But
imagine offering a revolutionary shopping experience where customers unlock a secure.
God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. So keep that sound mind, 2025. Stay prayed up.
Throughout the muted parts of the video, he says how he wishes people would stop passing. It's not clear if he just means with world issues or if he is subconsciously.
Misadventures, what is going on with you?
Make sure you're saying allegedly, and because this young man ain't went to court yet. I know what they're saying on the news, but all of this is alleged.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And but on YouTube, this video I'm playing, it hold on, it came out like 6 hours ago.
I get it, but what I'm saying is they are putting things together. Everything is alleged until it's been proven in a court of law.
Yes, ma'am. I pick it up when you lay it down. Thank you for that. I got it posted. This everything we hear right now is allegedly, y'all. This is all alleged, okay? You know what it is. We just listening.
I'll be back up. I gotta drop down. I gotta do something, but I'll be in the comments.
Yep, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yep, you guys, again, this all allegedly. We listening and we just talking about it. We ain't speculating nothing. Justice for this baby girl. That's it. That's all. Thank you. Salute to the professor, y'all. Salute to her.
Letting on about what happened in his own life recently. But what's very weird is that throughout the investigation, his parents' house was visited by the police. It turns out a crazy fan made a false police call to their house and the police had to check it out. This is very wrong to do, but it seems like someone was trying to find David's whereabouts.
No, out of all times for this to happen, as discovered in his car, after she's been identified, for there to be a potential swatting incident where somebody calls 911 with a fake allegation, a fake crime for their property, out of all people, out of all times, it's weird.
Well, it's weird, but it doesn't necessarily surprise me.
Yolanda, keep it 100, says, where is this car? Hey, I didn't study this case that hard, so I don't know. We gonna listen, but I didn't really, you know, that this was at a time when I was tunnel vision on certain cases, so you know a lot of the details I'm not very sure of, but I would assume the police have it. Shit, if there was a body found in it, I really hope they have it. But that's just my opinion, you know.
because this case has taken on national significance in terms of people paying attention to it. And there are bad actors that understand how to bring somebody by way of swatting. So somebody called the 911 system down there. They found the address online and were basically made up a story for the cops to go.
What up, though? Miss Adventures is back.
I'm sorry. I see. What was the question that she asked? Where was this?
Oh, she said, where? I thought, where is this? I thought she said, where is this at? My bad, Yolanda. My bad.
Oh, this happened at Hollywood Hills. The police did find her body in his Tesla. Basically, what do you call it? Like the car was parked in a neighborhood in Hollywood Hills. A neighbor or passerby or somebody that lives in the neighborhood called police to say like, hey, this car's just been sitting here for 2 weeks. They then at that point came and towed the car to the junkyard. The car sat there, I want to say 3 days. And that's when the people, the tow yard attendants.
You cut out, Miss Adventures.
And it took like, I want to say like a week or so, and they for them to identify it as her. And I think it was like a tattoo that she had that allowed them to see that it was her. But I know I could kind of a little bit cover this case, but I just wanted to give you the background of it because I heard you say you was tunnel vision on the other case.
And wasn't she, isn't he a pop star?
I don't think it's pop star. I think it's like emu or something. I don't know. He's saying like, what's sad music? Like he's saying a type of music that I wouldn't.
Yeah, he's weird.
Yeah, I'm not. Nothing you want to go plant a garden to or nothing. It's real depressing in my opinion.
Yeah, he's dark and demonic. Like he's a monster type shit.
Mm-hmm. He started making music because basically he was a streamer that played video games, and he began to make money off the streaming the video games. But at this point, I guess you know like how the copyrights and all of that goes. They were saying that he would have to, pay whoever music this was a certain portion of the amount of the revenue because he used their music. So in turn, his mom was like, well, if you can't use the other people, you just make your own. And that's how he started making music.
And didn't he, allegedly, he might have been involved with Celeste when she was way,
she
younger.
still was way, way young when she passed away. Yeah, he was involved with her, allegedly. That's what the evidence been showing.
Yeah, nasty. Allegedly, he is monster number 5, y'all. He's a monster.
Even if he didn't do the big M, he's a child person.
Oh yeah, he's a PDF filer.
Yeah. I don't be knowing them abbreviations, but he's one of those. So he's still a monster nonetheless.
Absolutely, 100%. So, Yolanda, keep it 100. You understand? Are you on track with us? Sorry, my eyes are bad. I just glanced down. I thought she asked where the car was at. Well, we're gonna roll the clip. Let's go.
Go there. And then they went in, and fortunately the police were very professional, and they were able to immediately understand that it was a swatting incident and it wasn't a legitimate call.
People believe it's a warning for what's coming his way, but it's interesting how no one publicly knows where David's been hiding out. Even the private investigator who's looked deep into the case doesn't know where he is.
Do you have any indication about where David is right now?
I don't. I have no idea. And it's kind of bizarre because his group has stayed so silent. What's left of his group, I guess. And I'm not even sure the conversations that the owner did have with his management in breaking that lease. I'm not even 100% sure his management knows at this time where he's at. I think his attorney might be the only one, and his parents.
But it gets worse for David because the day Celeste was found in his Tesla, he did something unbelievable. He transferred the deed of his house to his mother's name while this was all going down. It's either terrible timing on David's part or he's trying to protect his assets in case he gets charged with the crime. However, if David does get charged, the feds can overturn the home transfer.
Transferring these assets in the middle of an investigation, as opposed to 2 years ago or a year ago. Right. Could a court look at this and say this was a deliberate attempt to what you say, concealing assets, and they could breach it, they could pierce it, they could say, even though that you've transferred this into your mother's name, that was invalid. This is a way for, let's say, a plaintiff who sues him, or let's say in a criminal judgment to pay that fine. Can a court look at that and say, even though you transferred it, it's still open season on those properties?
Yeah, this is what's so puzzling about this. It is a very
I appreciate your kind words, Yolanda. You always keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? You always do. I appreciate your kind words. I really do. I'm trying.
basic premise of law throughout the country that you can't transfer assets after the event happens that would otherwise trigger collecting on those assets. So we have rules in different states. Sometimes they're called fraudulent transfers. Sometimes they're called fraudulent conveyances. There's a lot of different names for them. But the crux of it is you cannot transfer assets.
Although past interviews from David are extremely concerning. At one point, David said he wants to live on an island with no social media in 4 years, which is the exact timing of when Celeste would have been an adult and could leave the country.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so the plan is hopefully this music thing takes off crazy next year.
Our commitments are what shape our lives. They're what make you, you. And when it comes to selecting a birth control method, the Twirla patch sticks with you. Twirla is a birth control patch for women with a BMI of less than 30 kilograms per meter squared who can become pregnant. Twirla is less effective in women with a BMI of 25 or more. Each month, you'll apply one patch.
Why is he saying? Why are you saying that like you're not like up there?
Well, I'm not there yet, but hopefully it's like even crazier next year. And then I'm going crazy year after year for the next 3 years, and then on the 4th year, I retire. And on the 5th year, I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib. No social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone. I'm just gone. In 5 years, I'm gonna be gone.
Will you still remember me?
Yeah, bro. You'll have like the secret codes to the mansion.
Yeah?
You can pull up on every
What's the secret code? Give us the first two numbers.
Absolutely
of the secret.
not.
David likely knew she was reported missing, so if she showed up to the airport, they would have taken her if she was not an adult. But once you become an adult, you can leave the country whether you're reported missing or not. Although there's a second interview, which is worse, that came after the report. Alleged photo of David wearing a similar wig to one Celeste Rivas was wearing has surfaced online, as it looks pretty clear that the two of them wore that same exact wig at different points over the last couple years. David took that picture at an anime convention, but he took his love for anime into a weird level. He based his music videos off an anime story he wanted to create, as he claims the main guy in his music videos is his alter ego who commits serious crimes.
Again, y'all, this guy is weird. He has issues. Dark and demonic. A monster. He's a monster.
Basically an agent of chaos and kind of my alter ego, and the story of the manga went like I was a detective and there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, kind of like Fight Club with Tyler Durden, and he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. So like when I was as the detective, I'd be like solving that I'm committing myself. And it was like a cool little story. I didn't think anything would come of it. Like it was in the vault for.
Someone later reacted to this interview saying, there's hundreds of crimes he could have used as his example when describing his alter ego, but he chose to say that. I can't be the only one seeing how obvious this all is, right? But what's crazy is the only online interaction we've seen from David that last 3 months was that he was playing Fortnite. It was announced. If anyone's wondering where David is at, he's lurking and playing Fortnite just recently. They looked up his account and found that he had been playing games within the hour, but people spoke about how bad of a look it is that David's only response is playing Fortnite. There's no way that's David's first response to this happening. If he wanted to prove he's innocent, he should have gone about this in a different way. But things are only getting worse for David, and people believe an arrest will happen soon. They're introducing evidence from the case to a grand jury to try furthering the case. They showed one of the last times she was seen publicly at David's concerts. As a report wrote, if this video is accurate, it means Celeste was still alive on June 27th, 2024, seen backstage at a David concert alongside his brother. Look closely, she's wearing those Hello Kitty sandals. According to her missing persons poster, her family noted she was last seen wearing Hello Kitty sandals, which makes this video very important to the case. But what's crazy is David hopped on a stream with Celeste. It was announced a resurfaced clip of David from January 11, 2024 shows him with Celeste Rivas on stream, where he tells the mods to delete all videos and clips after he ends the stream.
Yo, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which
that.
one? What's good, David? Big fan, big fan. Oh, thank you, Mitchell.
I gotta stop with him if you even.
Are we
We need to delete this.
Are we, Maz, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too?
There's evidence that also came from someone who used to work with David on music, as he claims that he tried calling out David in the past for another person that wasn't Celeste, but no one listened to him. Before he could really expose David, he claims David's legal team made him stop talking.
And I just want to clear up that the stuff from 2023 was not about the Celeste girl that was obviously recently in the news. It's nothing to do with her. I didn't know about her. I didn't know she was. I maybe heard her name once or twice. I had nothing to do with her. The stuff I have from 2023 was nothing to do with Celeste. These were other girls that had claimed David had messaged them or had, relationships with them. And I want people to know that in 2023, I did try and bring the situation to light. And a lot of people remember, I was having a lot of... It got so bad that David's legal team had got in contact with me to remove everything. I've attached an email here that I received from his team in 2023. And basically they removed my song with David from, streaming services because apparently I was spreading misinformation. The thing is, after that, I got in touch with David and I was like, yo, are the claims true and all of this? And he was like, he literally said, I've got it here. He said, no, it's just some people trying to get clout.
Can't make this up if you tried. It's like when people come out and talk and say, oh, they told me I couldn't talk, but then now you're talking. It doesn't make sense to me. This is crazy.
There's no evidence and stuff. After that, everything was shut down. Everything, no one else came out after that.
But David was recognized by a Twitch streamer while he was in an arcade with a fake Celeste.
Yeah, that's order.
Why you look good?
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
W's in the chat, man.
As people thought.
Wait a minute. Did he say a fake Celeste? What?
Thought this person was the missing Celeste initially, but it turns out she isn't. However, her name is also Celeste. She wears glasses and wore this Gap sweater, which is seen on the missing persons poster of Celeste. People speculate that David could have tried replacing the missing Celeste with a new Celeste in order to confuse his fans into believing she was still with him. Overall, the situation is strange, and academics gave his reaction to the names of David's song title.
Crashing. Where'd it go wrong? Ghost. Where did you go? Afterlife?
But a video leaked of David cleaning shoes at his house. People believe the last pair of shoes was Celeste's and are the same as the pair she wears in the left picture.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. This case is really confusing. It's super fucking confusing. A lot of confusion. Big M, what up, doe? What's going on with you? I know you being smooth with it, cool with it, and true with it. I know you are. But I'm gonna say it again. This case is super fucking confusing. You got his alter ego. You got the fake Celeste with this girl with the same name. All this crazy shit swirling around this case. So much fucking confusion, in my opinion. Pocahontas 0725. Hope you're having the smoothest, the coolest, and truest, 26th day of the 12th month you ever could have. She says, this case is so dark and demonic and sick. David did it. His team covered it up, allegedly. But the whole Withered album is about her. even down to her birthday. Yeah, I do remember hearing that he wrote a song, very detailed. Crazy work. Allegedly, Pocahontas says, and everything we're talking about on this one is allegedly, y'all. This a freaky deaky one. Out of, LA. Cali, baby. This is definitely a weird case. Super, super weird, dark, demonic, and some more shit. Let's keep listening.
But with this case being widespread on social media, her brother spoke out. Why are people lying saying that I knew more? I didn't, so I don't know why people are lying trying to make me look bad. Celeste did nothing but love me. I was one of the only people she loved. I never knew information about anything up until the last time she left.
Welcome to Alteryx One, a self-service analytics platform that makes
happy. For weeks, we've been wondering just what it was that a private investigator named Steve Fisher found inside David's home when he was given access last October. The PI reported seeing, quote, items you would expect to find on a farm rather.
Trapmore gang, ever since it was revealed that there might have been more people inside David's cell, basically being questioned why. Okay, according to TMZ, Morgan Roth was over. Grand jury reveals the rumor, but apparently this all comes off the back of a grand jury questioning. Okay, and one of the names that comes up a lot, right? We're seeing this article on Court TV. Grand jury reveals details. Okay.
Y'all, this is all allegedly. This is 1 day ago. But this is all alleged. I don't know what the fuck going on, but I know this motherfucker a monster. D4VD or D4VD, you're a fucking monster. I do know that, but I'm lost in the sauce on this one, y'all. I really am. It's a very confusing one. Big M says, the story is very dark and sick. I see. This shit is very confusing too. Then we say, he was playing the kids in the hood to be quiet. Oh, paying. Yolanda says yes, he is. So we all are all in an agreement that this motherfucker's a monster. He's dark. He's demonic. We all agree. So let's keep listening, y'all. Again, this all allegedly. This came out 1 day ago.
In the Celeste Hernandez case, a link to David. One of the big names that keeps coming up is Robert Morgan Roth. Robert, man, what was going on, Robert? Okay, according to TMZ, Morgan Roth was overheard describing LA County Deputy District Attorney Beth Silverman as very pushy when questioning why he didn't call the police after learning of the discovery. Morgan Roth allegedly continued, I said, I feel like I didn't have the responsibility to do that and just wanted to continue with the tour. Okay? How crazy is that that's what this person said to the grand jury after being questioned? Why didn't you...
Sorry, y'all. He was annoying. No, can't do it. Hold on. This one came out some hours ago. It said, we'll see. How many hours ago? This one came out 3 hours ago. But again, this is allegedly, y'all. This is all allegedly. This came out 3 hours ago. Again, I'm not very familiar with this case. It sounds like it's been going on for a minute, but again, this came out 3 hours ago, allegedly. And don't forget to, hit that thumbs up button for your girl, real smooth, like, real cool, like, tap, tap, tap on that thumbs up button for your girl.
We are learning about one of those items. For weeks, we've been wondering
Don't you wish you could make the stress of hosting a webinar magically disappear? With Wistia, you stay.
Hey you, and welcome. My name is Mike, and in this solo video, 2025. Bird 25. Employees at Hollywood, a quieter side of town. Let's give this mad one. Police department officers, they gotta. See, there lies Hollywood Tow, which is a towing. I mean, it's sort of exactly what it says on the tin. So no great explanation there. By the way, it's just across the road from what says on Google Maps is a government grey site. I know what a black site is. Isn't that when the government like kidnaps people? So what the hell is a grey site? Moving on. That Monday, September 8th, 2025, employees at Hollywood Tow, they called the police. They had many vehicles, which they had impounded for one reason or another. But a 2023 Tesla Y, which they had towed in a few days previous, had this awful smell emanating from it, and it was attracting flies and all sorts of vermin. The car had been impounded a few days previous. As a resident on a street in Hollywood Hills, they had noticed this Tessie parked on their street for, well, close to a month, if you can believe such a thing. And the thing wasn't moving, right? Get it the hell out of there. The Tesla, it had Texas plates, so everybody was assuming somebody had driven it here and just, abandoned, or maybe it was stolen, Lord knows. Of course, though, the police arriving this day would soon discover why. Investigating the car, they opened up the front trunk, and inside was a bag. Opening up that bag, surrounded by flies and a smell stronger than ever, was a decomposing, dismembered body. It was in such a state that it was impossible to tell anything about who this was, or even how much of a person this was. As horrifying a discovery as you'll ever find. This was all quickly taped off as a crime scene. I mean, this is as horrific a discovery as you'll ever find.
Yeah, that worker can't believe it. His coworkers made that gruesome discovery on the second floor of this parking garage. Now, many wondering who would do this and why. An up-close look at the black Tesla where a body was found Monday stuffed in the car's trunk.
I don't know, it's pretty shocking, So it's a toll yard, so LAPD's toll yard, so it's pretty shocking to me, though.
Victor's coworkers at Hollywood Tow made the gruesome discovery on the impound lot's second floor after noticing a strong smell coming from the car. Police then finding the victim.
And here we are again. That smell, y'all. If any of you have smelt it. And it says baby girl, y'all. This fucking weirdo. Alright, I hope she gets justice. No, she will get justice. Justice for Celeste, y'all. Justice for the baby girl. Drop the hearts in the chat. Whatever color, who cares? Justice for this baby girl, y'all. Drop them hearts.
Victim's body wrapped in a bag like trash inside the Tesla's trunk. Fox 11 is learning the car was towed in from Hollywood Hills last week after someone reported it as abandoned.
And the first port of call to try and discover what's all this about was to run the plates of the Tesla this dismembered body had been found in. And running those plates, it linked back to a David Anthony Burke. And, your first thought, is that him? Have we found David Anthony Burke? Murdered and dumped in his own car, perchance, you say. Perchance, no. Because David Anthony Burke was better known under a different name, if you can believe that. It was D4VD, David is what he went by. And the very same day his Tesla was found, he was performing a sold-out concert in Minneapolis. Turns out he was this crazy, popular, mad shit lad on tour. At the time of the body being found in his car, David was on tour, his Withered tour. The sort of theme or gimmick of the tour was that it was a funeral. There's a casket, photos, flowers, all that sort of thing. The funeral was for David's alter ego named of Itami. Itami means pain, ow, in Japanese.
Again, dark, demonic. This dude is weird. He's a monster. This is fucking crazy, y'all.
But it's also an anagram for I am it. And Itami always wears this white shirt covered in blood, which is wow. Be fucking mad if there was a dismembered body found in his car, what? So he was on tour for his killer dark side alter ego's funeral. Though it would turn out that the funeral was actually for his career.
Yeah, everything that's happened in the past 18 months, it's been absolutely bonkers.
David, 20 years old, born in New York but grew up in Houston, was sorta always online. He first, before becoming a singer, was a Fortnite YouTuber. He did that for years before starting on TikTok, and then his singing career just exploded. His dream was initially to be a professional Fortnite player, starting that back in 2017. But he would say in interviews that the music he used in his videos would always get copyright striked. He would use like Justin Bieber and Jay-Z in his videos to try and make them more popular. That worked for a while, till the music industry stepped in, whipped out their knob, and started battering anybody who used their music without daddy getting a taste.
And the backstory on how I came to even making music in the first place was posting Fortnite videos on YouTube and then getting copyright strikes. So I put my Fortnite monsters up, hoping to get discovered by the biggest gaming teams. I wanted to be a professional Fortnite player.
And y'all, that's why all these games, Roblox and all them got lawsuits. So if you're letting your play, monitor your shorties if they're playing Roblox and Fortnite and all that shit. I remember them trying to get me to play it with them, and I'm like, this ain't what I couldn't get the gist of it, y'all. Like I just couldn't. And I'm not a gamer, but I'll play the video game. But I just could not get into that shit. I'd be like, how do y'all play this shit? You know? Weird. Hold on. Sorry about that. We
Year-old girl was found decomposing in a plastic bag in the front truck of a Tesla at a Los Angeles impound lot. The Tesla was registered in Hempstead, Texas to David Anthony Burke, also known as multi-platinum singer and songwriter David, who currently has 2 million followers on Instagram and nearly 40 million monthly listeners on Spotify. David was on tour the day she was found.
Hey, Auntie, just monitor it. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion. Just monitor them. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful. That's just my opinion. But I know you know. I know you know. So.
Traveling from Madison, Wisconsin to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Authorities expressed that David was cooperating with them, so it seemed like this was some horrible coincidence. But every day that passed, more information came out that made David look more like the prime suspect. The girl was identified as Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who had run away from her home 14 months earlier and had been missing ever since. The LAPD said it is very likely she was dead for several weeks prior to her being discovered. Some of the other initial reports were shocking. She and David had a matching tattoo that said "Shh."
Show baby. Say it again. I know I'm right there with you. Like, this one is crazy. Like, I don't know, y'all. What the fuck? I hope he is arrested. Cause I'm at a loss actually right now. I don't know if he is or not. Again, how did they see that? The tattoo? Yeah, because again, so I seen in the video, you know, allegedly that, you know, she was not all together. I'm gonna just say it like that. And then like he wrote a song, he drew a picture, with the, you know, parts all over the place. Like what the fuck, y'all? He was like basically the fuck. The picture I seen him draw, basically is the pudding to the empty stomach. I don't fucking know what to say, but that picture speaks volumes to me, in my opinion, that he drew. And then the fucking song, this dude's on tour for the funeral of its alter ego. Y'all, this is screaming mental illness again. It's kind of weird. All these monsters, I do believe, are mentally sick. And definitely. And mental illness is real. For real. These motherfuckers are sick, y'all. It's a different type of illness. It's a different type of imbalance, y'all. I don't know. It is just... But they're out there, y'all. They're out there. Crazy work. They do exist. Monsters do exist, y'all. So don't tell the kids that monsters don't exist. Because, you know, in my opinion, you'd be lying. Because they do exist. You're looking at one right fucking here. Look at that. Monster. You never know what they're going to look like, y'all. So please don't tell the shorties that monsters don't exist. Because they do. It isn't. They do exist. It's the truth. Well, no. It's my opinion. My bad. In my opinion, we got a lot of monsters out here, y'all.
On their fingers. Her brother told police David regularly picked Celeste up in the same Tesla she was found dead in. Countless photos and videos were resurfaced where the two appeared to be close friends, if not possibly a couple. And one of the last times she was ever seen in public, she was backstage at one of his concerts.
Your small business cash flow doesn't have to be chaotic. With Relay as your central command center, you'll get clarity and control on what you're earning, spending, and saving so you can make the smartest decisions for your business. Relay offers plenty that traditional banks don't, like multiple business checking accounts, seamless integrations, and a Visa credit card with 1.5% cashback. Check out Relay today and take control of your cash flow.
So this Christmas, instead of buying the typical gift wrapping paper, I wanted to create something special. So I asked ChatGPT to turn...
Now, if you look at all of the evidence I'm about to give you in no particular order, it screams that David is guilty, and they're confusing the story. It screams that David is murder of or prove him innocent, but we are talking about a very serious murder of a child. And I think there are a lot of people on the internet that are looking at this as pure entertainment, and they're confusing the story and spreading false information because it makes for a more interesting crime documentary. With that being said, what I'm going to do is try to establish a very clear timeline of events.
Well, in my opinion, buddy, this case alone is fucking confusing. And there was, I don't know, I guess. What the fuck was speculated? It seems like it all was true. Allegedly, in my opinion. Or it's worse than we even fucking know. In my opinion, allegedly. But salute, respect. Just my opinion.
From the moment Celeste may have met David to when she went missing to what happened while she was missing and ultimately when she was found dead and what has been proven so far. In July of 2022, David releases his breakout song Romantic Homicide, where he sings, "In the back of my mind, you died and I didn't even cry, not a single tear."
Where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
This song would go extremely viral on TikTok, would eventually become multi-platinum, and launch him into fame. 1 month later, someone with the username Celeste messaged in David's Discord in August of 2022 saying that her parents are annoying and they won't let her go see him perform. He replies, "Don't worry, I'll fix it," which if this was the victim, she would have been 11 years old at the time of this message. A few months later, in October of 2022, David asked
These poor babies out here, y'all. 11 years old, allegedly. What the fuck? I don't understand what you could find attractive about an 11-year-old little girl. Just my opinion. Fucking disgusting, bro. Just my fucking opinion. These monsters grind my gears, y'all. Really grind my fucking gears.
for Celeste, and that same user replies, "Hi David, bark," seemingly excited to talk to him. She would have been 12 years old at the time. 1 year later, in October of 2023, David says he thinks girls his age are in December of 2023, a user
No, what he meant was no girls my age definitely aren't fucking with you, guy. Or you are gonna have to change up your act in a whole bunch of ways if you want to attract some women your age. But you're fucking weird, very unattractive. Yuck.
in David's Discord takes a screenshot of what appears to be a live stream and asks David, "Who's the girl?" To which he replies, "You are a Fed," which basically means, "Why are you all up in my business?" Then again, if this was Celeste, who was not missing at this time, then he would be publicly hanging out with a 13-year-old. However, due to the low quality of this photo and half of her face being covered, it's hard to tell if this is actually Celeste. Plus, you will notice a trend of David always being around girls that look the same. There is also this photo that may have been taken around the same time, December of 2023, although we don't have an exact date, but David's hair matched that color around late 2023 and early 2024. In January of 2024, David is seen on a live stream with the girl we strongly believe to be Celeste. It's important to know at the time of this stream, David was 18 years old, about to turn 19, and Celeste was 13. Also, she was not a missing person at this time.
I know you motherfucking lying, bro. I just can't. Look at him. Look at look at his hand, dog. Like, look at his posture. Like, he's a fucking weird O. And what the fuck, what he did. And let me guess. He's probably gonna fucking plead he's gonna say his alter fucking ego did it. I can't with these fucking monsters, y'all. I know this motherfucker gonna get up there in court if he goes. In my opinion, it wasn't me, Your Honor. It was my alter ego. The night, we did it at his funeral. I thought he died, but no, actually, Big M's back here. What? Hold on, let me bring you up. What's going on, Big M?
Hey, I just came up real quick. They saying that his best friend was his lover. So he was like bisexual kind of thing is coming out now.
I was gonna say that Neo boy, in my opinion, one of the little shit that I seen, it was given, and I peeped that off rip. He definitely, I thought that he liked boys, and then I seen the Neo boy, and then now I'm thinking all the confusion, it was this car, that car, maybe he was jealous, and I don't know. This shit's just real confusing and crazy, Big M.
Yep, they had 2 Teslas. They had a red one. I was parking the thing, and the manager was living there too.
It's like, how could someone like this have a whole team behind him? I just be like, what the fuck? Money? Is it really money? He bought a team. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. This crazy work. The money is rid of all evil, y'all. This is real fucking crazy. This is a deep one. Deep, dark, demonic. This case has been going on for a minute, right, Big M?
Yeah, it's been going on since July or something, like in the summertime. But, her parents doesn't speak English.
It's crazy. If I came across this name, I would never know how to pronounce it. Just the first name. Your girl would struggle with that one real bad. So, this is crazy. I wonder if her parents even know. Shit.
Her parents knew that she had a boy because her parents was the one who called TMZ. And
dirty ass TMZ.
Her daughter has a tattoo with Shhh is red letters. That's how they knew it was her, because it had Shhh and red letters. TMZ called and broke that part.
But my thing is too is this girl was a 13 in this picture, yo.
Was even younger than that when they met.
Yeah, you know, everything you know that we're saying is allegedly, y'all. You know, we just talking and it's on the screen. I think this is that weird. You know, it goes back. You know, a lot of people are getting lawsuits due to the game Roblox and stuff like that. Like it's crazy work. And there's, hold on 1 second. Actually, let's play the video for a second. Hold on, sorry, y'all.
Yo, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer.
Which one? What's good, David? Big fan, spot me. Bro, thank you, Mitochondria.
We need to delete this.
Maz, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as it's streamed, and delete the stream too?
It's interesting that they both wanted this stream deleted, probably because Celeste made this joke about R-wording kids.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids. No, I need to.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
He says he media trained her, hinting that she can't just say wild things on the internet. Also in the chat, they are making jokes about David being on the Epstein flight logs. So it seems like the conversation was something about David and minors. Also, someone in the chat typed in Celeste's name. So at some point, she was identified on this stream as Celeste. Also at this time, David was rolling out a song called Leave Her, where he sings the lyrics, "I can't stop falling for her," and also was posting a ton of TikToks suggesting he was infatuated with a girl. Around this time, David started sporting a lot of Hello Kitty gear, mugs, shirts, plushies. He even romanticized a Hello Kitty girl. Hello Kitty almost became like an extension of his brand, and you'll notice a lot of Hello Kitty adjacent.
What? Okay, hold on. Pocahontas says, the fact that her family, and the whole Discord knew about her and her age, and she says on this live, it is controversial of you R-ing kids. They all knew. Bingo, big facts. I'm with you. I'm standing on that one with Pocahontas 0725. Shell Baby says, but look at his behavior. He acts as if he's the same age as her. Shell Baby, why are me and you always on the same wavelength? Because I was just about to say that Celeste seems more fucking mature than this motherfucker. Literally, that's exactly what I was going to say, Shell Baby. That's crazy word. Big M, what do you think about seeing them together, knowing she's 13, he's 18?
It looks very creepy to me.
Very. Just, you know, because we get to know the age, but I know, you know, some people, you know, would see that and would not be able to tell. I'm going to tell, I mean, you know, just by quick glance or, you know, but then for her to bring up the R word, y'all.
That's what I was going to say. Why that all of a sudden? Why bring that up?
Right. The only fucking thing, maybe she was, you know, really smart and trying to throw it out there and throw a nibble like help. Maybe, you know, never, who knows, you know, you never know. But, why out of all fucking things? There's a lot of controversial topics, y'all. I've been a part of a lot of them. I love me a good old debate. God damn it. I sure do. And that's not fucking one of them. I never had a fucking, I mean, I don't know, but like for a 13-year-old girl to wanna, yeah. The Healed Her. What's going on? How are you doing? I hope you've been real smooth, cool, and true. And I hope you had a happy holidays. And you bring in a good 2026, you know? It's good to see you, girl. It's good to see you. She says hello to the chat, y'all, too. She says hello, chat.
Hello.
Salute. Big M says hello, too.
stuff with Celeste in a bit. In February of 2024, David's manager, Josh Marshall, entered a lease for a Hollywood Hills home. However, the owner wasn't informed that David was actually going to be the one living there. On February 14th, 2024, which was Valentine's Day, 70 miles south of David's home is a town called Lake Elsinore, California. A 13-year-old girl named Celeste Rivas Hernandez was reported missing. Family members made posts to Facebook asking people to help locate her. Celeste's aunt wrote, "We still don't know anything about my niece, and I will not get tired of begging God and appear well. I love you, and you know that the mercy of God will accompany you wherever you are. I have faith and you will return to our arms." Missing person posters were distributed around Celeste's neighborhood, and her family posted as many photos as possible to ensure she could be found. According to private investigator Steve Fisher, Celeste's mother somehow found out that she was with David and emailed his manager Josh, but this PI did not release the email. He also says a couple days after this email, Celeste returned home on February 20th, 2025. Celeste's cousin made a post on Facebook a few days after she returned home saying, "Be careful with who you talk to on the internet, guys. Don't make the same mistakes my cousin made." However, just a few weeks later, Celeste was reported missing for a second time in March of 2024. On March 19th, 2024, Celeste was captured.
Back to my girl Pocahontas. They all fucking knew, posting and shit. Like, this is crazy work. The Healed Her says, "I'm well, busy but well. I hope everyone had a good holiday. Salute. It's all love."
On security camera footage belonging to Delago Spirits, a liquor store just down the street from her family home. At 7 a.m., a teen identified as Celeste by her family is seen walking down the street wearing an oversized black hoodie and white pants. Now, her being out at this time isn't necessarily weird because kids walk to school or the bus in the morning, but out of nowhere, she begins to run around the corner. What I find interesting is how the other person she walks past stops and turns their head to look back at Celeste, almost like she noticed something weird. Like, was she crying or did she say something? During this time, chat logs from David's Discord indicate that his closest fans knew about them. Someone said, "Pretty sure he is dating right now," and another user replied, "Yeah, her name is Celeste." Shortly after, Celeste was
Again, all this fucking gossip about this weird ass relationship and nobody said nothing to, and her, like, what the fuck? This is crazy, y'all. Pocahontas 0725 says, even her cousin Esmeralda knew because they went to Six Flags and made a Build-A-Bear. Yeah, I heard she posted about it and shit. Like, that's what I was saying. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Again, like I said, I think he was paying the family off. He was paying the neighborhood's kids not to tell that they seen him. So why not pay?
Dang, you think this is? Do you think they're fucking? The parents were like, what? Allegedly, you think they were like?
Because they didn't speak English. Mama stayed home all the time.
Dang, and this is all just our we're just talking allegedly, that's crazy. Maybe do you know if she had brothers and sisters?
Yes. Remember, her little brother went to look for her and her sister went to look for her too. So I know it's two more. I don't know how many it is. I didn't deep dive into this one because there was so much stuff coming out on a daily basis.
Yeah, this is crazy work. Wow. If it allegedly, all allegedly sounds like, Celeste might have been, the star, and everybody, is jealous and envies the star. So if her parents fucking chose money, because this is given. How come, I never seen the parents speak on it, anything, what I'm saying? And I know, or even make a statement, like, or even someone read, the paper say, her parents are devastated. Did anybody else?
No, I was thinking they don't want to come out because ISIS is real heavy in California right now.
I'm sloppy.
That's what I'm saying, baby. That's the me.
Well, you know what? They got a lot more. They better hope ISIS gets them, I think. Because what the fuck? They should have been protecting their shorty. But it sounds like they didn't give a motherfuck. And it sounds like Cuzzo, you know how kids talk. They were building bears together and shit. You can't tell me they weren't, And again, if you're younger and you are around this older crowd, I'm sure as a child, I would just want to imagine, you would think you're pretty fucking cool and you would want to talk about it.
Found and brought back home by police. Celeste was reported missing for the third and final time in April of 2024. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department opened a missing person investigation after Rivas left her home at 9 p.m. on April 5th, wearing gray pants and a black sweater, as well as a hat and Hello Kitty sandals. Celeste's brother Matthew told NBCLA that family members were aware that the girl knew the singer David. Matthew Rivas said when his sister disappeared, she was on her way to see a movie with him, but never returned. Her brother also said that David regularly picked her up in the same Tesla her body.
Hold on a minute, y'all, because you can
See,
even ask.
he regular picked her up. It was
That's
okay.
what I'm saying. You can, and this is the brother that allegedly. You can ask all 5 of my sisters, and I'm not even a brother, but. You gotta be fucking kidding me if you think I'm gonna let my little 13-year-old little sister go get up in the motherfucking car with this weirdo motherfucker. You're crazy as hell. You should be ashamed of yourself, sir. You should be a goddamn ashamed of yourself. You should have never even spoke on it. Pocahontas said even the teacher knew. Did you see that video, JJ? Nah, I didn't see the video about a teacher.
I seen the Pocahontas, yes.
I'm
the
gonna
teacher
type
made
it in
like
while
a little lecture to his class about online dating. That's what happened. Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna find that one. I'm about to watch it with y'all. Hold on, we gonna let this one run, and we thank you, Pocahontas. We for the awareness. Salute to you.
Body was found in. Now, a reasonable person would assume that the family did not know that David was 19. Maybe they could have assumed he was 16 because that is the age you need to be to legally drive a car. Whether or not David knew that Celeste was 6 years younger than him at this point is not clear, but many people have a hard time believing that David could not be aware that he was regularly hanging out with, or worse, being romantically involved with a child. After April 2024, Celeste's family would never see her again. At least we think.
What if you posted once and your content appeared everywhere? YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and more. No copy pasting. That's repurpose.io, your shortcut to being everywhere.
Creators everywhere are growing faster with repurpose.io.
A source for the Daily Mail claimed Celeste stayed in contact with friends for more than a year after being reported missing. There was a photo of her taken at a family member's graduation, but it was posted in August of 2024, and graduations don't typically happen in August. So it was either sometime in May or June when graduations typically happen, or maybe even a full year before. But regardless, the photo seems like it was uploaded long after it was taken. While Celeste was missing, an insider revealed the family received a strange phone call that made them stop searching for her. I know someone who called her mom and said, "Stop looking for her, she's fine," the insider said. They told the family to take down the social media post.
It very much so sounds like no one gave one fuck about this little girl.
Posts about her being missing. The identity of the alleged caller is unknown, and there's no way to know if they are connected to David. 2 months after being missing, on June 27th, 2024, many believe Celeste is captured backstage walking alongside David's brother at one of his concerts in Los Angeles. Now, this evidence is much stronger, but pay attention here. David posted a TikTok on February 7th, 2024, before Celeste went missing the first time. It says, "When your card declines at therapy and they bring in that one Hello Kitty girl you met in 2021. Take a look at his jeans and the Hello Kitty plushie looped onto his pants." This next photo is a POV shot of a girl with fair skin holding his belt loop wearing the Hello Kitty themed Crocs. Those Crocs match.
This is crazy work, you know. It's got to be given, you know, money was involved, because how could so many people know? His brother, her parents, his fucking people, their people. Get the fuck out of here.
She has 6 IDs, fake IDs. Oh yeah, several IDs.
Oh my goodness. This is fucking insane.
His friends thought she was in college.
What the fuck, yo? This is weird. This is crazy work, y'all. Crazy work, y'all.
The ones that Celeste was wearing backstage, and the description of her missing person report says that she was wearing Hello Kitty sandals. Even though we can't 100% confirm, I do strongly believe that the girl who was captured going backstage is Celeste. But now there is a huge gap in the timeline, from June of 2024 to September 2025 when she was found dead. During this 14-month gap, very little is known, and it's very speculative as to what happened and where she was during that time. But this is all the evidence we have. July of 2024 is an insanely important month to remember, because basically all of the evidence that we have takes place in this 1-month period. July 7th, 2024, David posts a TikTok of him and a girl with the same skin complexion as Celeste sitting in his Tesla, with the caption, "Softest soft launch of all time," suggesting he is now in a relationship. Firstly, we know this wasn't a real-time photo because David was in London on July 7th for the first date of his My House Is Not a Home tour, which means that these photos were taken before July 7th. Maybe he was bored on the plane or in a hotel and just posted them. To know if this is Celeste, first we must take a look at some more photos posted by a TikTok account named Yay Woohoo. This account posted photos with David seemingly from that exact same day, including one of them kissing and him having a hickey on his neck. The red straight hair initially made people think this was not Celeste because she had black curly hair, but the backstage video of her in June seems to indicate she may have dyed her hair, and the frizziness is likely a result of using a hot flat iron to straighten thick curly hair. There was also a Discord user in David's official Discord named Yay Woohoo, matching the TikTok account name, who insiders assumed was Celeste. But look at the profile picture. It is seemingly from the perspective of the Yay Woohoo girl and David in the Tesla. They're both doing the Spider-Man hand thing at the camera. It looks like David's hand is on the left and her hand is on the right. You can even spot a ring on her finger, which I will get to in a second. In this photo, it seems like they are parked next to another car with the windows rolled down, just like some teenagers hanging out late at night. It appears that the car next to them has someone in it with a black hoodie on. I mean, I think that jumble of pixels is a person. So if you compare that Yay Woohoo profile picture on Discord with some of the photos.
This is crazy, y'all. In my opinion, I feel like, again, I can't follow red hair, black hair, the profile picture. Like, it's like, this dude is crazy. It's like I feel like it was all him. Like, just making, you know, doing what he does, causing fucking confusion. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, he was.
That were posted on TikTok, it seems like they may have been chilling all day and all night in that Tesla. Sort of.
Hey guys, I just wanted to share this real quick. I was in a tight spot. I mean, bills piling up, rent coming due. I applied for a loan for $1,000 just like that.
Of taking pictures and hanging out. On July 11th, 2024, David wrote a message in his Discord that said, "Me and deleted user have a kid on the way." We don't know if that deleted user is the same Yay Woohoo user, but it might be. David was in Paris when he wrote that message. Many people suggest that he was talking about Celeste and have developed tons of theories surrounding this alleged pregnancy. First of all, even if this was true, there's no way that that baby was born. That would mean that a baby would have
Damn, y'all, I should have fucking known. This allegedly maybe a baby was involved. Wow. I got that video with the teacher. We're gonna play it in a minute. Thanks for, again, this is crazy work, y'all. This is wild. He's definitely a monster. Definitely a fucking monster, in my opinion.
been born in April of 2025 at the absolute latest, and I don't think you were hiding a baby for this long. Now, it is possible that the pregnancy could have been real and maybe there was an abortion, or maybe she got pregnant again, but we are really stretching that at this point. People have also used this photo, which was posted by Yewahoo, as Celeste standing behind David and mimicking a pregnancy announcement, comically placing her hands around an invisible baby bump on David's belly. Basically, people on the internet are trying to establish a motive that at this point. People have also used this photo, which was posted.
Those look like man hands to me. Both set. In my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I really can't.
Man, I'm just, I ran it back. But again, I feel like there's no other girl and all this shit. Like, again, this dude is like giving like he's got like schizophrenia or some shit, in my opinion. Like, he is fucking nuts. Like, dude, he's on tour. His alter ego, the tour is when does the industry draw the line? Like, what?
They don't, because he's into what a lot of people in the industry is into. He's into younger girls.
Yeah, but I know that part, but my thing is like, how I feel like, again, but it's not gonna, just my opinion. It's kind of like, I know other bands, like ICP back in the day. I know there's a case that these children, it was a love triangle, and they tried to blame it on ICP music. They blamed, Marilyn Manson. They tried to blame, Columbine on him, because they came in with the trench coats and shit on and shit, So, I just feel like there's no, that's why the parental advisories on there and shit, it's crazy work. These people got crazy fucking minds, and, it's some of them, it's not their fucking imagination, y'all. It's not their fucking imagination, and that's the scary part.
No. He was homeschooled. He had been bullied. He was homeschooled. So his whole world was on the computer. So he built this little fantasy. And
I see.
So it's like a lot of things. It's all in it's how his mind is set up. He couldn't get along in regular school with regular people. So his mama homeschooled him.
It's like, did he really even have a Discord? Like, again,
Yeah.
how do we know all those people? Like, it's like weird. Like, I don't know. Again, this shit's really confusing to me. But again, like you said, he is definitely weird. When the video was side by side, the 13-year-old little girl, they were giving the same energy, y'all. Like, they were on the same level.
Yes, because and like I said, he didn't interact with people. He didn't have any friends.
Yeah, he was a fucking monster. He was praying. He
His
was getting
mom homeschooled him.
Yeah, this poor baby, y'all. This is crazy work.
And allegedly, his tour was starting, and he was going to go international. And I don't know who K-pop is. I'm not with the hip world.
Wait,
but
what did you just say? You said K-pop?
Yes.
Oh man, I know you lying.
No, who is K-pop? It's
They're
like
a fucking band. I
a
only know
Chinese band, right? Or like
they're an Asian band.
Yeah,
Yes,
Asian bands. Okay.
Uh,
So he's supposed to get a big break with them. And in order to go over there, he had to get rid of all his ties. People in China will frown on him having a scandal with an underage girl that's pregnant. So that's the motive.
Wow, my mouth's on the floor, y'all, because you say K-pop, crazy world, small world.
Yeah, if you go on, it's called The Rabbit Hole. I go to her channel all the time too on YouTube.
I'm gonna check it out again.
She break down a lot. Yes.
So allegedly, what from your understanding, did he wanted this deal with K-pop, so he wanted to cover his weird ass shit up, or like?
I think his management did. It was management.
Okay, I pick it up what you're laying down allegedly. So yeah, man, makes sense. Weird. Well, maybe managing team, you should have fucking let your boy know. Whoa, G.
But allegedly, she's supposed to have OD. They were into heavy drug use. She OD. And they could have that scandal going overseas. That was another scandal. That was another theory they had.
Yeah, this story is fucking wild, y'all.
Like I told you, this story is crazy. How it's twisted and
You were
turns and
not
everything.
lying.
Because
Police.
first they said the manager stayed in California. I mean, didn't see him, and then the manager lived in a house with him. So then it's like 2 Teslas. Then they got
2 Celestes.
Yeah, 2 Celestes. No, they did get the private investigator did get he knows who was driving the car who actually parked the Tesla. They do have that.
Was it Neo?
Well, they won't release who it was. The private investigator wouldn't yet.
Damn. I
So I haven't been down a rabbit hole in a while. I've been doing a lot of things. I ain't really been in my shows like I normally do. Because I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube. I watch different shows.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on, y'all. And, you know, for a while I was tunnel vision. You know, had my little motherfucking, I was tunneled in on some shit, you know. And this is crazy work out here, y'all. Wow. This is crazy work. Justice for Celeste, y'all.
I think your parents should
Posted by Yay Wahoo.
What'd you say, Big M? My bad?
My bad. I think her parents should be charged. There's something going on with the household.
Absolutely, I'm in agreement with you. I'm standing with you 10 toes down on that one. I wanna know what's going on with the parents. Shelly baby
Because she knew enough to call the police and say they think it's her daughter. When they
right, and then tell them about, is she the one, and tell them about the tattoo, right?
Yes, the tattoo.
Right, charge the parents. Get the fuck out of here. Shell baby says, the landlord of that house got the investigator and he won't release anything until the landlord allows him to.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Interesting. And then Pocahontas 0725 says, and his tour manager Rob said that he didn't call the police because he wanted to continue the tour.
Yeah, and it wasn't his concern, or wasn't his business or something like that, he said. After the grand jury thing.
Well, you know, guys, if you ever see anyone, if you know my shorties, if you ever see anything like that, make it your fucking concern, please do. I won't be mad at you.
I know
get
that.
the fuck out of here. He wanted to continue the tour.
Yes.
Wow.
So my thing is, if they said her body was decomposed so bad, it was all this, but how they was able to see the tattoo was red and what it said? That's really been bothering me. How they say the body, they didn't know if it was a male or female.
Right.
But
and then they said it was froze, unfroze, and
yes,
more shit, and you know, and chopped up and shit.
Yeah. Then they said it wasn't chopped up. It was just, it had waterlogged damage to the hand. Why they can do a fingerprints on it?
You think that this could be a mistrial shit? Cause I'm not even deep into this case, and I'm already like, there's so much fucking. I got so many questions.
I don't think so, because LAPD is really taking this nice and slow. They're not letting stuff come out.
Yeah, and let's see. Shell Baby says he said that in the hallway when they was doing a grand jury. Then they said she was not froze. Y'all, what the fuck? Yeah, this is crazy. I'm with you, Big M. I'm standing with you. Like, what the fuck? How did the parent know? And you said the shh was on her finger, y'all. And you know, when people want to get rid of bodies and they're, you know, cutting them up and shit, the hands and your head are the first to go, because that's how they identify. Your hands and your head. They'll leave the rest with you. But they're going to get rid of them.
They couldn't tell what it was, but they tell the finger that tattoo.
Right. Because listen, I have the exact same tattoo. I have one on my index finger. It says Shhh, and I have it. You know what I'm saying? It's on the inside of my finger. I have the exact same one. I have tattoos everywhere. But, again, great point, great valid point, Big M. This is weird. This is crazy. Scandalous ass snakes.
You know, LA is crooked as hell too.
Oh yeah, you already know
I
how
just allegedly, I just heard. I ain't never been there, but I heard about them.
Yeah, no, allegedly, I'm gonna agree with L.A. is you know what happened to Rodney King in L.A., y'all. The
I done
riots
watched a lot of crimes down there, and there's been a lot of stuff that's been swept up under the rug.
I'm gonna say it, they're racist as fuck. In my opinion, the L.A. or LAPD is fucking very racist. And you got to be careful. You know, they're very, and it's a big city. It's big out there, y'all. And you know, I don't know. Please don't be mad at me if you are. I guess be mad at me, but it's just my opinion. It never has stopped. They just got more quieter and smarter about it. But you know, they got a lot of shit going on out there. Pocahontas says, yeah, LAPD wanted to be on hush, but the medical examiner want everything put out. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, it's giving. Very, very mucho loco. What the fuck, yo?
Who, as Celeste, standing behind David and mimicking a pregnancy announcement, comically placing her hands around an invisible baby bump on David's belly. Basically, people on the internet are trying to establish a motive, that David may have gotten Celeste pregnant, and maybe he thought that that would ruin his career, or people would find out that he got a child pregnant, and the result of that.
So, my question, guys, let me ask you this. Do you think really that the people came up with this idea, or like just wanted to know so bad? Like, I don't understand why they say it like that. Cause I feel like, no, motherfucking, the Discord probably knew. There was no trying to figure out the motive. I feel like they knew what the fucking motive was.
The Discord was calling him out on it.
So, in my opinion, allegedly, that the fuck you talking about, dude? I mean, I salute to you, but that the facts are the facts. I mean, you know, the Discord's asking questions and shit, and the internet, you know, I mean, he's making it seem like the internet turned it into this story, in my opinion. Because they wanted answers, but it seems like the story's the fucking story, y'all. In my opinion, allegedly.
And you can't say the parents didn't know. The parents had to know something.
Oh yeah, you can't tell me they didn't.
So they said he was picking her up in a Tesla.
His brother knew, her brother knew. They knew that she knew a pop star. That's what? So you just, okay, go ahead, Celeste, go on out, go hang out with the pop star. That don't make no fucking sense.
What parent doesn't meet someone pick up their child?
I mean, you know, it's 2026 in 5 days. You'd be surprised, Big M, but you know, I do.
Well,
I do.
I'm on my second go round. I done raised my kids, now I'm raising my grandkids. And if you don't come to my door, I don't meet you, and we don't sit down and have a conversation, man ain't going nowhere. I had all boys the first time, all girls, maybe all girls the second time. No, I'm not having that.
Yeah, no. Y'all already know what your girl's doing. You know, I'm on that. I'm on that ass. I'm on that ass. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. I'm on that ass, especially when it comes to the shorties.
We joke about remember Martin Lawrence on when they came to pick up his daughter and he had to gun him at on Bad Boys.
Bad Boys, yeah.
So my granddad, I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna be like,
Hey, Ronnie, good old Ronnie made it. He made it all the way to the end, y'all. He married her.
Yeah. But
that shit was funny as hell. I love that movie. They scared the shit out of Ronnie, but they didn't scare Ronnie away. You know, man, crazy work.
That was potentially a murder. That definitely could be a motive, and we don't want to discredit that completely, but it does seem like the timeline doesn't exactly match up.
You didn't inherit this. You built it. Every late night, every
So y'all, again, real quick. I haven't dove deep into this one, but allegedly, we don't even really know when she passed away because they're trying to say they can't because it was such bad state of, the body was in such bad condition, they can't tell. How do we know? What if it been an ex? And he's so crazy, and again, I don't know. Like,
yeah. And by them freezing her, they froze her for some time, so they don't know how long she was froze. They showed a picture of the house was bad. Oh, that house was bad.
Yeah, this is
the freezer was so big you could put, it was like a sub-zero freezer, so it could freeze a body.
This is crazy, y'all. And then it's like, how the fuck? Why would you put it in the car? Like, this one got me. I'm like this, me. I'm already, and I'm like, what the fuck is really going on this one, y'all? This one's wild.
Because they think they're gonna take her, unthaw her, take her up to the hills, and burn her, incinerate her. They had bought it.
Do some fucking sick demonic shit, probably a ritual or some shit.
Well, it's gonna burn and get ready. You know how you do like a home cremation thing.
Yeah.
They had bought something like that, a cremation thing. They could, whatever thing they had, it was able to cremate a body.
They're weird.
So they had to unthaw it first.
I can't with this.
They didn't think that went through.
Yeah, they did. They're on some sick demonic shit. Again, dark, deep demonic. This one right here.
Well, he's in the gorge porn.
Yeah, no.
Don't look it up. Don't Google it, please.
I already know what you. But
yeah,
the anime shit alone tells me again. Just my opinion. This dude's weird. What the fuck? Shell Baby says. The investigator said that there was a cage, something of that sort, that was big enough to put a body in, but it was still in a box. They never used it.
Yeah. They probably was planning on doing it.
What?
I said they probably was planning on doing it. They had to unthaw the body first. You can't incinerate a froze body, I don't think.
I never tried it, so I can't give you any tips on that one, Auntie. But listen here, y'all. This is crazy work. This poor fucking baby, y'all. This is crazy. And again, I'm stuck on, what's sticking with me right now, everything we done, is that video of them two together. And her, about the R word. I'm just stuck on that. Like, what the fuck? Out of all the things. I feel like that was a cry for help in a sense. But this is crazy, y'all. Let's keep watching. The plot's probably gonna thicken, y'all. I already know the plot's gonna thicken. I already know. This is crazy. Justice for Celeste.
Every dollar earned with
Also, this theory has been debunked because Celeste Rivas' official death certificate revealed that she was not pregnant and had not been pregnant in the last year. Anyways, Yay Woohoo is now a deleted account, but there is a Discord chat log that has this person identifying themselves as Yay Woohoo and then saying she is with David right now on July 22nd, 2024, which could definitely be true because David's European tour ended 6 days before this message. This user also posted a photo in David's Discord wearing a ring where you can also see a red finger tattoo that says David. And if we go back to the Yay Woohoo TikTok post, all the way in the bottom right corner you can see what looks like a red finger tattoo. And then again, if we look at the Yay Woohoo Discord profile picture, you can also see the ring on the finger. Also, this same mystery girl, Yay Woohoo, who we think might be Celeste, made a post on Instagram under the name Hello Kitty Life Girl sitting across from David. I believe this photo was also posted around July of 2024 because David dyed his hair all the way black at that time and posted a photo of him wearing what appears to be that same pink shirt. In the Hello Kitty Life Girl photo, you can see the ring and the red tattoo on the girl's finger. Plus, she was wearing a sweater that David had been photographed.
Now more than ever, our patients need us. Now more than ever, we need you.
in. The red tattoo is important because authorities confirmed that the body they found inside the Tesla had a tattoo on her right index finger with the letters Shh. David also has a tattoo on his finger that says Shh, meaning they allegedly have matching tattoos. But this is confusing because Yay Wahoo's tattoo doesn't say Shh, it says his name, and it's also on her left.
How'd I know, y'all? This shit was about to get real fucking messy. Because I was just thinking, I thought it said Shhh. Wait a minute. And then we got Pocahontas in the comments. Let's see what she said. She said, no, because SF investigator says that the last known date of Celeste being alive was January the 2nd. The question is, where did they store her before her body being found in a car in September? I'm with you, Pocahontas. I was thinking I'm there with you. I don't think, yeah, again, this is fucking crazy, y'all. I was just thinking that I'm lost in the sauce, or maybe I wasn't paying attention because I thought the tattoo said Shhh. Because I have the same one right here. And it's crazy.
Remember, it's to Celeste.
Right. And look, y'all, mine, look at the inside, it's damn near gone. So, that's crazy work. The fingers, they go away real easy. I have all the inside of my fingers, the side of my fingers, you know. Again, yeah, you're right. There's two Celestes. Don't forget, y'all. And we heard about, just ironically, this second lady just happened to be named Celeste. Get the fuck out of here. Let's keep listening. So we're on the same page. We got Shhh on one finger, and then we got David, D4VD on the other. Two different people. Am I right?
Excuse me, Pocahontas, I think, excuse me, the jury guy said he seen her on Valentine's Day with David, and she came into the store with him, and she was high.
Let's keep listening. Let's see if we find out. Because again, I couldn't, if y'all told me, I couldn't even, I'm so lost in the sauce on this one. I'm just like, I know, in my opinion, I think he did it. I think he's weird. He's a monster. I think there's more people involved. This is sick, twisted, and demonic. That's what I know so far, in my opinion. But all the rest of that, the details, it's so much, y'all. It's hard to really take in for me. Shell Baby says, yes, because I believe they're saying she passed away in spring. And then Pocahontas says that was in 2024. Again, the timeline on this one, y'all, is very, very, I couldn't even begin to tell y'all. So, you know, I'm lost on this one.
He covered his tracks because he had two Celestes. They looked alike. So you really wouldn't know which one you were talking about. You had to really pay. The other Celeste was older.
And again, I mean, they never showed their face. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. Like, you can't go off of, like, again, that one picture they showed of the profile picture, it was like a little bit of tattoo. You can't go off that. You can't do that. And again, I mean, again, this timeline, this is fucked up. This dude definitely conspired this shit. He's got issues. And there's two of him. There's two Celestes. Who knows if that's really his brother? Might be his other alter ego. How many alter egos does this fucker have?
But who kills off that alter ego?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And you put him in a trunk.
Man, this shit is crazy. The other Celeste is 23. Celeste.
Yeah.
Herrera. She showed her face all the time. That's crazy. So the other Celeste, her name, there was really two Celestes.
Yes.
Wow,
the other Celeste, you'll see her picture. But the other, the young Celeste, you will see her. That will be her covered up.
See, I'm thinking that this was some alter ego Celeste shit, the second one, y'all. See?
No.
See?
And they look alike.
This is crazy work, y'all. This one's crazy. This is monster number 5. Yes. Wow. Wow. So they're really, wow.
He
I
did
was
2 and 3
thinking,
because he got 3 alter egos.
I bet you, no, he got like 7. This is some wild work. This dude needed some, this is crazy. I just cannot understand what's really going on out in LA. Y'all freaky deaky out there, freaking freaks. What the fuck? And then like on tour again, you're on tour and it's all about the funeral of your alter ego. And people fucking paid money and support that shit. I'm concerned.
Okay, well, he bring a casket on stage. And yes, he asks you to write a letter to the dead, or I forget, somewhere you wasn't write a letter. And you put it in a casket.
Not okay, yo. And then again,
Listen to his songs.
I don't know if I want to. We might, well, the videos might play one, we'll hear one, but again, like, the parents didn't do enough research to be like, I wonder who this pop star is. What kind of work, what kind of music does he sing? What is he into? Like, what? I don't care. You know, they could have put it on Espanol. There's that option. To comprende.
Wow.
And then Shell Baby says, and he was making t-shirts with blood splatter all over them.
Yes. And people are buying them.
This is America.
Ring finger, not her right index finger, which means Yay Woohoo either isn't actually Celeste, or that red David tattoo wasn't real and maybe it was a temporary tattoo, or this could be Celeste and she had both tattoos. She had Shhh on this finger and then she had David's name on her ring finger. But if that were true, then it makes the police report incredibly confusing. When the police found the body in the Tesla, they knew that it was the pop star David's Tesla, and then they said that, oh, she had a matching tattoo with David that said Shh. Why would they reveal that and not the one that says David on her finger? That would not be the easiest connection ever. Like, oh, okay, this car belongs to David, body in the car. Oh yeah, her finger says David. Like, that seems like really, really crucial evidence. That's just where something doesn't really match up for me. While reviewing this edit, I had another thought about this whole ring finger situation. The police did reveal that the body was dismembered or cut up. We don't know to what extent, how bad it was, or what was missing, but it makes me think if potentially the left ring finger or maybe the left hand was missing as a potential way to cover up the evidence, this would be some insane level, like serial killer, premeditated murder type stuff. At the
dog, yeah, what do you mean? This is crazy. This dude conspired this shit. It was either this finger. I'm so fucking what? Or maybe he got rid of this hand so to throw him off. Damn, this dude really is a monster. Pocahontas said no, it's not confusing because she had the David tattoo in 2024. Okay, dokie. You know, we gonna keep listening.
End of July 2024, we have this photo of David at a party and a girl that strongly resembles Celeste, or Yay Woohoo, behind him. Red curly hair, ring on the finger, wearing David's silk bandana that he has worn hundreds of times. I'm pretty sure that Yay Woohoo is Hello Kitty Life Girl, and it is that girl wearing the silk bandana behind David at the party. But I can't confirm that this is Celeste, although it does seem like it. But there is even more evidence to dissect in July of 2024, I think. And it starts with this photo that was taken right around the corner from Celeste's house. Reports have not identified her exact address, but they revealed that she lived down the street from Del Lago Spirits in Lake Elsinore, California, which would mean somewhere on Jamieson Street. A new townhome community was being developed down Laguna Ave, less than a half a mile away from where Celeste lived. Referring to Google Maps, you can see this is the same parking lot that the photo was taken. Note the double-lined parking lot spaces, specifically the one all the way on the end next to the dirt patch. Also note across the street the brown fence that turns into a white fence, and take note of the wooden utility poles in the back that have the 3 distribution transformers on them. Since David lives 70 miles from Lake Elsinore, California, the only reason he would be down there right around the corner from where she lives is because he at least knew her, at least hung out with her. I mean, we know for a fact at this point there's absolutely no like world where he's like, oh yeah, I don't know who this girl is, I never met her, and nothing. There's enough evidence where they were together for sure. They spent time together. Now, text messages were released by someone who contacted this kid who was standing across from David to give context about why they were in that parking lot. Bro, this was a secret that wasn't supposed to get out. David didn't know how old the girl was. She was lying and saying she was 19 when he was 20. And the second he found out, he took her home, and since we were some dumb kids, we tried to blackmail him, and we really messed up. And if you keep that video up, you could ruin his life for doing nothing wrong over a girl lying. And then you could ruin my life because he would know I leaked it and I could go to jail for like slandering him. Now, we know this kid's story can't be all the way true because it makes it seem like David hung out with Celeste one time, she lied about her age, and then he drove her back home. And we know they hung out more than one time. But the specific details of this kid blackmailing David actually don't matter. What does matter is simple. This kid knew about David and Celeste, and David did not want anyone else to know about them. And he was willing to pay someone to forget about it, which, you know, opens the door up for so much speculation after like how many times could he have paid someone off or had somebody keep quiet or just, you know, controlled his surroundings to make sure that nobody found out about him and Celeste. However, the date of when this happened is extremely important, and I have some weak evidence, but I do think this parking lot transaction also took place in July of 2024. But we have to focus on the outfit. Now, he wore this beanie for the first time publicly in February of 2024, which was around the first time Celeste went missing. He posted 2 TikToks wearing the cap, but David had long hair in February of 2024, and you could see his hair protruding from the sides of his hats. In the parking lot photo, you can't see his hair from the sides. However, in July of 2024, he posted a TikTok wearing nearly the exact same outfit as the parking lot photo. But David was in.
Y'all, this dude is weird. I hope he's locked up or gets locked up soon, because the predator's always gonna get his prey on, you know? Wow. This one's crazy.
Yeah, he was pretty dark. And then when it came out, he switched all his property in his mother's name. Was put his house in his mother's name.
Man, this one's fucking wild, y'all. We're about to go to this teacher video in a second. Cause this dude, this shit is crazy. You really would have to deep dive this one, y'all. You gotta deep dive this one. I definitely, you know, I had watched a couple videos on it. I know her name. I know, you know, but this one is crazy work. A lot of people were involved. This one is scandalous as fuck.
Europe at the time of posting this TikTok. There are also no other photos or videos of him wearing this exact beanie in this color anytime after July of 2024. Now, I told you the evidence was weak. However, brand new evidence was just released that throws an unexpected curveball in this entire situation.
Smart brands are getting onto your TV with ads for only $500. That's because of the Roku Ads Manager.
TMZ obtained a video recorded by a Nest doorbell camera on September 8th, 2024. But the crazy part is, she is back home in Lake Elsinore, and she got into an argument with her neighbors.
Let me talk real quick, okay? You gonna let me talk?
ain't gonna let you talk.
No, you ain't gonna let me talk. Why you not gonna let me talk? You tripping.
I ain't tripping.
Nah, you tripping. How about you ain't tripping? You gonna let a woman talk? Alright, I'm not gonna let your woman talk.
The rest of the clip is just her screaming back and forth with the neighbors. Now keep in mind, Celeste's birthday is September 7th. This video is on September 8th at what seems to be like early hours in the morning, which indicates she was up late, potentially celebrating her birthday. Maybe she was with family. I mean, we know she was home. And to me, she sounds intoxicated or under the influence. Fans immediately recognized Celeste's voice and confirmed that it was the same voice that is in David's songs Invisible String Theory and You Left Me First, but I can't play them due to copyright. Now, a lot of people on the internet are trying to say that like, oh, David's lawyers are revealing this, then they're trying to make her look like angry or unruly to try to paint some sort of narrative that maybe she is somehow at fault for her own death, but that is honestly just totally not focusing on what is mostly important about this clip. This is a massive reveal because it completely reshapes the timeline of Celeste's disappearance. Until now, the assumption was that she vanished in April of 2024 and that her family had never seen her since, and that we had to do our investigative detective work to assume that maybe the last time she was ever seen was the end of June backstage at that one David show. But this Nest video proves she was still alive in September of 2024, which means every theory built around her going missing in April.
By golly, y'all. Pocahontas says, JJ, did you also see the pic of Celeste sitting with David's mother, sister, brother at the tour in 2024, and the tour managers and was also in the picture too? I'm gonna see it. But again, David was not the only. They all knew this was a scandalous, fucking, catastrophic event. Scandal. All due to some money. Crazy work, y'all. All right, hold on. We gonna go to this. Hold on. Let's go to this video. Justice for Celeste, y'all. Let's go to this one real quick. This is crazy.
Update in the David case, a teacher came forward saying that he taught Celeste and how she went missing for the year and came back. He has pictures of her in his classroom as well, and he was warning these kids about social media and how her and David met. I'll play the video for you guys, but this is so important, and this is a big key in how she got groomed by David.
Classroom. Hold up. That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one. Because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, that they were like blackmailing him, all of this stuff. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media. Let me tell you.
Now that is a teacher that is very good and concerned about the students and knows the dangers of social media. These kids are a vulnerable age group, and these pedophiles just take advantage of them like David did to Celeste. Their brains aren't developed at all to actually make decisions like with anything close to consent. This is why I think this teacher's message is so important, and the fact that he has evidence and everything like that is absolutely wild. Protect this man at all costs, but the internet right now is going crazy over this video. They're saying, why is Dave not arrested yet? Like I said, guys, this is a high-profile case. They need to gather a solid group of evidence before they can convict him of anything or charge him with anything. If there's a mistrial and he gets away with this, I mean, you know, he's going to be free and it's going to be a huge screw up. They want to make sure everything's gathered and good to go. He turned off comments on TikTok. That's showing. He unfollowed a bunch of people on Instagram. That's very telling too. He hasn't even come forward to defend himself. So, I mean, that's saying a lot, and take everything I say with a grain of salt too. I'll update you guys as more comes out. I think the news is going to slow down now. I'll keep updating you guys as more details emerge. Like I said, if you're not familiar with the story, check out my other videos. Breaking news update in the David case. A teacher came forward saying,
yeah, y'all, this one is deep. I'm gonna go definitely, definitely keep looking on, see, but wow. Monster number 5, y'all. Crazy work. This story, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it just gives me this feeling. I don't like it. I do not like it. I don't like the feeling that it gives me, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I don't like the feeling that it gives me. This shit is deep, dark, and demonic. Monster. He should have been closer to number 1. Fuck. But in my opinion, they're all monsters. So, I'm going to end it like I always do. Good old Winnie the Poohski, y'all. Christopher Robin. You're smarter than you think. You're braver than you believe. And you're stronger than you seem. I feel it in my soul every time, y'all. Every time right here. I really appreciate y'all for pulling up on your girl. Remember, it's all love over here. It's all love over here. Don't forget, coming in or leaving on out. If you forgot to tizzy tap on that like button for your girl, please do. Salute to all y'all. Until next time, remember, it's all love, y'all. Be smooth with it. Be cool with it. And be as true as you can be with it. Shelly says goodnight, everyone. Be blessed. That part. You too, Shelly. Stay blessed. It's all love, y'all.